So your job is you need to understand what is the input values that you have to. So your job is you have to, wherever this get cell data method has been implemented, for that class you have to create an object and eat dot and whatever object method dot get cell data, and you have to specify the exact excel file path, sheet name and row number and column number, so that the resultant values it will be stored here. So no need to worry that sir, do I need to develop all these methods? No, all these methods already will be there in any of the project. Okay, so like that we can fetch input data and we can execute the program. Now let's see, let me run this program. So test URL, username, password, these values are fetching from the, see those values are fetched, test URL, username and password, and my set of driver instructions got executed. So like that, how much input data it contains, you can specify the row number and column number, so that like that you can fetch input data and you can execute your program like that. Okay, so in implementation of this project, in this program, I have used, these are the supporting class files, and also, so that is step one, importing of the supporting class files is step one, and step two is just like global variables I have declared. So this is not required for to read input data. So I declared objects, file input stream FIS is equal to null, and XSS workbook is equal to null, XSS sheet is equal to null, XSS row is equal to null. Hello, Harika.
Yes, sir.
Background noise is, lot of background noise is coming. So XSS of sheet is equal to null, row is equal to null, XSS cell is equal to null. So that means you have to initialize all the objects as null initially. So even WebDriver is driver means the meaning of this one is this one only. Okay, that means you have declared global variables. That's it. Here, if we don't specify anything, test URL is equal to null. So if you declared the object means by default it is pointed to null. That is the meaning. Okay, that is the meaning. Okay, so like that you declared all the declaration part in step one, and step two you are creating object and calling the methods based on, so, and you have implemented all these lines of code, and we have implemented get cell data method like this. Okay, so like that you have, we are fetching input data from the Excel file. So this is the program we discussed. Now I'm coming back to the first program. Okay, so here file and push stream. Okay, I'm commenting this line, and here also. So these are the supporting class files I have imported. Previously, I have imported XSS of workbook, XSS of sheet, XSS of row, and XSS of cell. Okay, those are the supporting class files I have imported. But here I am importing from org Apache POI. I am importing. So here previous program it contains XSS of and XSS of. But here you are able to see HSSF, HSSF workbook, HSS Pro, and XSS cell, and here also I declared HSS workbook, row, and cell. Okay, when to use HSSS means if you are connecting reading input data from .xls, you have to import supporting class files as HSSF workbook. If it is .xlsx, you have to import XSSF. Okay, that is the only difference. Remaining all lines of code is same. Okay, so these are the supporting class files I have imported, and I have created objects for everything and all the lines of code. So if the extension of the Excel file is .xls and sheet 1,0 and get cell data lines of code, everything is same on. See here I'm connecting to .xls and opening the workbook and connecting to sheet 1, first row got selected and 0th row column selected. So same lines of code it is working. Got the point? Okay. So
That
if
means
you,
for 97 to 2003 for you're using this, right, sir? For
huh,
Microsoft.
so in this method, there is no change at all lines of code. But if you want to read input data from .xls, instead of XSS workbook, just you are importing HSS workbook. That is the only difference. All other lines of code is same. Okay. So in the interviews, people will ask, these are the lines of code. One second, let me go on. People will ask these lines of code. Can you please explain what is the difference between XSS workbook or HSS workbook? Can you please explain? They will ask you a question. Okay. So whenever you want to read input data from .xlsx, okay, so you are going to the previous program. See here, my extension of the file is .xlsx. Whenever you are reading input data from a .xlsx, then you are importing, these are the supporting class files. Okay, so step. And if you are reading input data from a .xls, you are importing supporting class files, this one. Remaining all lines of code same. Remaining all lines of code is same. So one second, let me go to the program. And the resultant str6 value you are returning from that method. So like that, your Excel operations are working. Okay, got the point, everyone? Okay, right. So now in 1 and 2 programs, you understood how to read input data from an Excel. Okay, you are reading input data from an Excel, and those values are loading. So those values, so these are the variables are fetching input data from the Excel. That is what we understood. If it is .xlsx, we understood, and if it is .xls also, we understood. The process wise, just the supporting class files are changing. So instead of XSSF, you are using HSSF. So here you can see XSSF and XSS work. Got the point? Okay. So now we understood 1 and 2 programs. Okay. So before going into 3rd and 4th programs, I'm going back to the lab number 5 program. Okay. 3rd and 4th program, I will continue the part again. So I'm going to 5th program now here. Right. Okay, one second. Before going to the 5th program, okay, I am copying the same program, 2nd program, and I'm pasting here. Okay, TC02 program. So this is the program I have done copy and paste. Okay, I have done copy and paste. Sir, do I need to write in every program these lines of code? Do I need to write it? That is the doubt you have. Okay, so what I am doing is I'm deleting all these lines of code. Okay, I'm deleting all the org Apache POI lines of code. Okay, and I'm also deleting these lines of code as well. Okay, and also I'm deleting this method also. Okay. So right now there is no get cell data method implementation in my current class, correct? Because I cannot, if these lines of code is not there, I cannot able to connect this Excel file and sheet because there is no lines of code. So just I have created an object for the current class and I'm creating an object and I'm trying to read input value. So that is the mining, but the implementation method was not there. So that means your cell, this method, it won't return any values because there is no reference method implementation, those lines of code. So now what I am doing is, so there is a package name, Excel util package. Okay. So I am going to, so there is two Java class files. One is Excel API test3 and one is Excel API test4. So I'm going to get the file name of this one, Excel API test4, Control C. And I'm going back to my program here, import. What is my package name? Excel util. I'm writing Excel util package name dot Excel API test4. Like that only, right? I have to import the class name. So I have imported package name dot class name Excel API test4. And for this Excel API test4 class, I'm creating an object. So the object name is it. Okay, I can create whatever name I want. Okay, you can create anything. E1 dot. So I have created. So that means this get cell data method is implemented in which class? Under Excel API test4, this method was implemented. Okay, so instead of implementing this method in the current class, I have implemented get cell data method in the Excel API test4 class. Means here. So let me click on that part and let me check the same code is available or not. So I'm pressing Control button and I'm clicking on get cell data method here. Okay. See, the control is navigated to Excel API test4 Java class file. See. So this is the Excel public class, Excel API test4 class. This is the supporting class file. It is navigated and I'm using all the supporting class files. See, org.apache POXSS workbook and file input stream. All the supporting class files are there. Okay, file input stream. So import.java.io.file.star means all the class files. If you want to specify particular one, you can write, you no need to write. If you are specifying star means all the classes files will be imported automatically. So that means the get cell data method implementation I want to see. So control and I'm clicking on get cell data. I pressed control button and I'm clicking on this method. So control is navigated to Excel API test4 Java class. See, those are the lines of code. It is available here based on Excel file path, sheet name, row number, column number, the str get cell data method, the resultant value str6 it is returning. Understood? So this is the same method, it is triggering and str6 value it is returning back to me. So that means, so all the Excel related operations methods, I have developed a Java class file as Excel API test4. Here that class contains get cell data method. So that means I imported my package name dot class name, and I'm creating object for that one and even dot get cell data. So no need to write every time file input stream, Java dot, all these lines of code. So in background, how it is working, I want to explain. That's why I have shown you the implementation part in the same class. But in real time, people will also follow this approach. Already developed chess pedtar. Okay, just your job is you have to import package name dot class name and you have to create object and you have to give correct input values. And after that, if the value has been came or not, if you want to check, you can write system.out.println and test URL value. So you can check it. The test URL value is printing or not on the console, you can check it. If the value is printing, then so until that time, you can keep all these lines of code in comments. Like this, you can keep all these lines of code in comments. And once this system.out.println test URL, system.out.println username, system.out.println password, if these values are printing on the console, and after that you can enable it. So if you want to make it as group of lines comments, you need to write like this /*/. So after that you can enable it and you can execute these lines of code as well. Okay, so like that. So Excel util class file package, it is already developed by in your projects in every project. So you have to know the exact method name. So here I have given my method name is get cell data. Clear to everyone? Right. So no need to write the scratch bot from in every program. You no need to import all the supporting class files and everything. So this is the implementation part. I want to show it to you. That's why I have implemented in the current class and I have shown like this. Okay, but in real time, people will follow this approach, whatever the approach I have shown you just now. So import package name dot class name and create the object and give the exact input values. It will fetch. That's it. So now I'm going back to the lab number 5. Okay, is everyone clear up to here? Understood, right? Right. So I'm going back to lab number 5. Okay. So now I am connecting to which Excel? TC01 nationality 1.xlsx. So under sheet 1. So this is the same Excel. Okay. So right now my program was executed previously. So here in this program, my program was executed 1, 0, 1, 1 and 1, 2 for these input values. Suppose if I specify 1, 3 means, so nationality text also it will be retrieved. Okay, and my program will be executed only once. But if my Excel contains these many rows and I want to execute my test first time with this set of input data, second time this is the set of input data, and third time this is the set of input data, my test methods has to my set of lines of code, it has to execute 3 times. Each time it has to execute for a different set of input data. So now I'm going to explain how to execute the same program multiple times. Just you are specifying all the input values here. Okay, so let's go to the program. So that means I have to know how many number of rows are there. So here, how many number of rows are there? 3 rows. Excluding column header, there are 3 rows. So the actual rows are 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4, I have to reduce one number. So 4 minus 1 means 3. So actually, this Excel contains 3 rows. So I have to repeat. I have to write a for loop for integer I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 3, and I plus plus. Okay. So this is called 0th row, this is called first row, and this is called second row, and this is called third row. So for integer I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 3, and I plus plus. And if I, so that means that is the logic I have to write. So let me go back to the program. So first I have created an object Excel API test for it is equal to new Excel API test for, and it dot get row count. Previously this class contains get cell data method, right? So like that get cell data method, I have developed one more method as get row count method. So let me press control button and I'm clicking on get row count. Okay. If you want to know how many number of rows are there in an Excel sheet, these lines of code will be executed and row number will be returned from this method. So how many actual rows that this Excel sheet contains, these rows will be, these lines of code will be executed. The resultant value, it will store the resultant value. One second. The resultant value it will store here. Okay, so how many number of rows it contains, it will store here. So I can come to know there are 4 rows are available in my Excel sheet. So I want to repeat it how many times? 3 times. So the actual row count is by excluding column header, I have to repeat it 3 times. So row count is equal to row count 4 minus 1 is equal to, so row count contains 3 now. Okay, so I need to exclude column header. That's why I'm specifying row count minus 1. So row count contains the value is 3 now. And for integer I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 3, and I plus plus. So when I is equal to 1, what is, so 1 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, and 1 comma 3. Okay, so 1 comma 0 means this is the value, and 1 comma 1 means this is the value, 1 comma 2 means this is the value, and 1 comma 3 means this is the value. So all my set of input values are loaded here. So the test URL, username, password, and nationality text, all these values 1 comma 0, because I value is initially 1. So all these values it's loaded here. 1 comma 0, first row value information it's retrieved. And all my set of driver instructions got executed with the set of lines of code. Nationality text, it's got clicked, and button save dot click, and all these set of driver instructions got executed. And after that I'm writing driver dot quit. So first iteration got successfully closed, and I launched my browser, and I executed my set of driver instructions with the required input values, nationality text, and username, password, and test URL. So these values, with these input values, my set of driver instructions got executed successfully. And when for I integer I is equal to 1, so I plus plus, I value will be incremented by 1. So that means last I value is 1. 2 less than so first time is 1 less than or equal to 3, condition got executed successfully. And whenever I plus plus means, okay, I value will be increased by 2. So I plus plus means I value will be increased by 2, and 2 less than or equal to 3, condition true or false? True only. 2 is less than or equal to 3 only. So this condition is true, and the I value is now 2. So 2 comma 0, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, and 2 comma 3. So this time during the second iteration, second row, okay, 2 comma 0, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, and 2 comma 3. So that means all these values loaded with the second set of input data, and again your set of driver instructions will be executed second time. And after executing all the program second time with the second set of input data, and in the second session I'm closing driver dot quit. Okay, right. Again my I value got increased. I plus plus means 3. 3 less than or equal to 3, condition true or false? True only. So this time my I value is 3. So that means 3 comma 0, 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, and 3 comma 3. So here this one 3 comma 0, 3 comma 1, 3 comma 2, and 3 comma 3. So all the values it's fetched, and it is loaded here, and all the set of driver instructions got executed, and your third set of input data also successfully executed. And again I value will be increased by 4. 4 less than or equal to 3. 4 less than or equal to, because number of row count is 3. So is this condition true or false? False. So this condition is false. So that means you will be exited from the for loop. So for loop was started in line number 45 and ended in line number 83. So the program got successfully executed 3 times, and after line number 85 your program execution will be completed. That means your program was executed 3 times. For how many the Excel contains how many number of rows? 3 rows. So I less than 1 comma 0, 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 2 comma 0, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 0, 3 comma 1, and 3 comma 3. So these many iterations got executed successfully, and whenever I value is 4 less than or equal to 3, your for loop got exited like that. Okay, so like this. So here the row count, why we are, so those many times my I loop has to repeat, and it is executed. So if suppose if I want to insert one more row, I can insert it. Okay, let me go and copy this one. Okay, I'm going to create 1 2 2 0. So this time my number of rows will be 4, means row count will be repeated. I less than or equal to 4. 4 less than or equal to 4, condition is true or not? So I less than or equal to 4. 1 less than or equal to 4, 2 less than or equal to 4, 3 less than or equal to 4, 4 less than or equal to 4. So condition is true. That means 4 times it will be repeated. When I value is increased 5 less than or equal to 4, condition will be failed. So like that your logic will be executed. So if you are writing for loop means those many times you are going to repeat for a number of input data. Understood the technical flow, how it is executing? So let me execute this program. This time my Excel contains 4 rows. So all the 4 rows it has to execute. So each time the set of lines of code is executing with the corresponding set of input data. Okay. So let me execute this program now. I plus plus until the last I value will be increased by 1. And after that condition is evaluated. So first row execute ayindi. So driver dot quit, and second row 2 comma 0, 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 2 comma 4. So whatever values it contains. So third row. So your program got executed successfully 4 times. Okay, all the 4 rows in input data was executed successfully. Understood, right? So your test was executed smoothly with all the set of input data. So like that your program was executed. So that is the same program immediately in lab number 6 I have written, and the change is I'm writing. So once my input data is ready, just I'm calling the required methods. We know, right, how to segregate lines of code methods and everything. So that is the test URL value, username and password value. So this is acting like a global variables. Okay, and you are calling the required methods. So you already know methods parameterization and all these methods you are calling, and these variables are executed. So previously in previous program I have written all set of driver instruction in the same program, but here those set of driver instructions was moved into appropriate method, and the program is executing with the required set of input values. So I comma 0, I comma 3, same program, it is executing organized by methods. Got the point? So in real time, whenever people are asking, okay, to execute a same test multiple times, this is the approach also we can use it. Okay, even data provider, that logic is simple. It is connecting and it is executing, but people doesn't know the advanced topics. Still people are using the old techniques only. Okay, so you have to create an object and you have to specify how many times it has to repeat the for loop, and you are calling all the input values, and whatever methods you want to call you can specify it, so that those test methods can be executed those many iterations with the corresponding input values. Got it? Okay, so yeah, it's executing na, it's executing na here. So if row count is 100 you specify, so the for loop it has to repeat 100 up to 100 times. Okay, if you are specifying 150 rows, it has to repeat up to 150 rows. Okay, so whenever condition is failed, condition is fault, like suppose if it contains 150 rows, and so whenever the I value is reached to 151 and here row count is 150, obviously your for loop will be exited. Condition is not satisfied here, it will be exited from the for loop. That means those many times it's got repeat. Specific మీకు ఇక్కడ ఏం లేదు, యు ఆర్ ఫెచ్చింగ్ ఇన్పుట్ డేటా ఆఫ్ ఏ పర్టికులర్ సెల్ వాల్యూ. అర్థమైంది కదా? based on your row number and column number, you are fetching particular column value. Adi next concept చెప్పబోతున్నాను. ఓకేనా? So that is the next labs. Okay, so I think today this much is enough for today. Okay, we'll continue 3 more programs in tomorrow's class. Okay, so all ఇవాళే చెప్పానంటే మీకు ఓవర్లోడ్ అయిపోయింది. So this is enough for today. Okay, so how to read input values, okay అనే చెప్తున్నాను. సో ఇక్కడ సమ్మరీ ఏంటి? If you want to read input data from .xlsx, what are the supporting class files we have to import? XSS workbook. Okay, if you want to read input data from .xls, you have to import HSS workbook, HSS sheet, HSS pro and HSS cell. Okay, so ఈ 5 lines కోడ్ చెప్పేసి లాస్ట్ లో ఈ లైన్ మర్చిపోతారు ఎక్కువగా ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ లో. ఓకేనా? ఇదే మెయిన్ లైన్, అదే కదా మెయిన్ లైన్. సో ఈ లైన్ చెప్పరు చాలా మంది ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ లో, ఎందుకంటే నేను ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ తీసుకునేటప్పుడు మెయిన్ ఈ లైన్ మర్చిపోతారు జనాలు. ఓకేనా? సో యువర్ పాయింట్ ఈస్ పర్టికులర్ సెల్ గాట్ హైలైటెడ్ అండ్ ఐ విల్ వెయిట్ ఫర్ ద ఆన్సర్. పర్టికులర్ సెల్ వాల్యూ ఎలా తెస్తావని అడుగుతాను నేను. సో ఈ లైనే మెయిన్ మర్చిపోతారు. ఓకేనా? సో ఓకే, లెట్ మీ షేర్ దిస్ నోట్ ప్యాడ్ ఆల్సో. జస్ట్ ఎక్సెల్ పాత్ ఒక ఎక్సెల్ ఫైల్ పాత్ ఎలాగో తెలియదు అంటే ఎలా, ఇక్కడికి వెళ్ళి దాని మీద రైట్ క్లిక్ కొట్టి ప్రాపర్టీస్ కొట్టి నువ్వు ఇన్వాలిడ్ ఫార్మాట్ ఇచ్చావనుకోండి, .xls కాకుండా సమ్ అన్నోన్ ఇచ్చావనుకోండి, డెఫినెట్లీ ద ఎక్సెల్ ఆపరేషన్స్ ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి రీడ్ అండ్ ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్. యు ఆర్ ఓన్లీ డూయింగ్ మిస్టేక్ కదా. చెప్తాను. సో ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే, ఇక్కడ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంటంటే, యు ఆర్ కనెక్టింగ్ పర్టికులర్ ఎక్సెల్ అండ్ యు ఆర్ రీడింగ్ ఇన్పుట్ వాల్యూ. దట్స్ ఇట్. వన్ సెకండ్ నేను మర్చిపోతాను, రన్నింగ్ నోట్స్ మళ్ళీ మర్చిపోతాను. అంటే ఇన్వాలిడ్ ఫైల్ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ ఇచ్చావు, ఆబ్వియస్ గా సిస్టమ్ డజంట్ నో ది ప్రోగ్రామ్ దట్ ఐఎమ్ ఫెచింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ టు రీడ్ ఇన్పుట్ డేటా ఫ్రమ్ .xls. నువ్వు వెళ్ళి అక్కడ .txt ఇచ్చావు అనుకోండి, ఆబ్వియస్లీ ఇట్ విల్ ఫెయిల్ బికాస్ యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ ఇన్వాలిడ్ డేటా, ఇన్వాలిడ్ ఇన్పుట్స్, and your program execution will be failed. So you have to give correct Excel file path and correct extension, then only your methods can be executed. మనము 1 lakh rows ఇచ్చే ఇన్పుట్ డేటా ఇప్పుడు దాకా నేను చేయలేదు. ఓకే, okay, so let me see in tomorrow's class. Okay, in tomorrow's class, okay, I will take attention online class people and classroom people who will tell these 5 lines of code. Let's see. Okay na? So by default in all the interviews people will ask question on weights. In the similar way, if you don't explain this answer, that's it, you are not real time, they will feel like that. Okay, so you have to by heart this syntax. That's it. ఏది? ఓకే సో అట్లాగనా? సో నాకు ఇక్కడ ఎప్పుడు రైట్ క్లిక్ చేయగానే నాకు .xls ఎక్సే క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. .xls ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి అని అడుగుతున్నాను. ఓకే, చూడు ఒక నిమిషం. .xls ఎక్సే క్రియేట్ అయింది కదా, .xls ఫైల్ ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి? నేను .xls మీద ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. ఐ వాంట్ టు క్రియేట్ మై .xls అంతే. ఇప్పుడు ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఉంది, ఫైల్లోకి వెళ్ళాను, సేవ్ యాజ్ అన్నాను. సో ఇక్కడ ఎక్సెల్ వర్క్ బుక్ దగ్గర Office 97 2003 అని సెలెక్ట్ చేయండి. ఓకేనా? సో ఇది సెలెక్ట్ చేసి దాని నేము TC03 అని ఇవ్వండి. TC03 అని డెస్క్టాప్ మీద పెడుతున్నాను. So the extension of the file is tc03 .xls. Okay na? Right. So రేపటి క్లాస్ లో let's see how many people will tell this answer. Okay. రేపటి క్లాస్ లో అందరి హ్యాండ్ బ్లాంక్ అయిపోద్ది, ఎందుకంటే ఇది పెద్ద సింటాక్స్ కదా. చిన్న సింటాక్స్ అయితే చెప్పగలం, కానీ పెద్ద సింటాక్స్ చెప్పాలి. ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ లో వెళ్ళిన వాళ్ళు 10 మెంబర్స్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ తీసుకున్నాను అనుకోండి, నేను 20 మెంబర్స్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ తీసుకుంటే ఆ పర్టికులర్ డేలో ఎవరో ఇద్దరు ముగ్గురు ఆన్సర్స్ చెప్తారు. ఎవరైతే పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యి వచ్చారో ఆ ఆన్సర్ వీళ్ళే చెప్తారు, వాళ్ళే సెలెక్ట్ అవుతారు. సో ఈ ఒక్క క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతాను నేను జనరల్ గా ఏ సిలీనియం ఇంటర్వ్యూస్ లో అయినా, హౌ డు యూ రీడ్ ఇన్పుట్ డేటా ఫ్రమ్ అన్ ఎక్సెల్ అని రియల్ టైం క్వశ్చన్ అడిగాను అనుకోండి, అమీర్పేట వాళ్ళు ఇంత స్పెసిఫిక్ ఆన్సర్ చెప్పలేరు. ఓకేనా? మన దగ్గర ప్రిపేర్ అయిన వాళ్ళకి నేను అటెన్షన్ చేసి 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 ఇది చదవాల్సిందే అని చెప్తాను, లేకపోతే దీని ఇంపార్టెన్స్ తెలియక వాళ్ళు అది ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వలేరు. ఆ క్వశ్చన్ అసలు ఈ క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతారనే చాలా మందికి తెలియదు. ఓకేనా? STR2 అని ఇచ్చుకో, ఏదైనా ఇచ్చుకో. యు ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ టు రీడ్ ఇన్పుట్ వాల్యూ ఫ్రమ్ ద ఎక్సెల్ ఫ్రమ్ ద పర్టికులర్ సెల్. దిస్ ఇస్ ద ప్రీ డిఫైన్డ్ మెథడ్ వాస్ డెవలప్డ్ బై అపాచీ PY and we are reading that value and we are storing here. Okay na? Right. So like that we are fetching input data and we are seeing. So tomorrow's class lo let's see this part who will tell. Okay, now let's revise for time for revision topics. Okay, how to achieve parallel testing in Selenium? Just a hand raise. How to achieve parallel execution in Selenium? Yeah, like that we can. So there are 3 ways we can able to execute the test in parallel by using parallel classes, parallel tests and parallel methods. Okay, can you explain parallel classes? అర్థమైందా? వీడియోస్ పంపించండి సార్ అంటున్నారు. వీడియో రాలేదు కదా, ఒక్క నిమిషం ఇప్పుడే ఆన్సర్ ఇస్తాం మీకు. మనలో ప్రయత్నం ఉంటే ఆన్సర్ వస్తుంది. youtube.com. నేను చదువుకునేవాడిని కాబట్టి ఇట్లా కొట్టుకుంటాను నేను. ఓకేనా? సిలీనియం సుధాకర్, లేకపోతే ఏంటి మనం యూజ్ చేస్తాం, సుధాకర్ TH కదా. So this is the one and playlist. This is the video. This is channel info. సో ఇక్కడ మనకి ఏంటి, ఎక్సెల్ కదా, ఎక్సెల్ ప్యారలల్ కదా. రైట్, ఇది చూస్తున్నాను నేను. ప్యారలల్ టెస్టింగ్ కదా, ఇక్కడ 22 అని ఉంది. దీని కింద మల్టిపుల్ విండోస్ తర్వాత రైట్ ఇదే కదా. సో ఇక్కడ ఉంది కదా, మిమ్మల్ని స్టాప్ చేస్తుందా ఈ వీడియో చూడకుండా? ఓకేనా? సో దీని మీద ఇక్కడ ఉందని మీరే చెబుతున్నారు కదా, అక్కడ చూడొచ్చు కదా. వీడియో మీద మనం డిపెండ్ అవ్వాలనుకుంటే ఇది ఛానల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ మళ్ళీ షేర్ చేస్తాను, మళ్ళీ చూసుకోండి. ఫ్రెష్గా సేమ్ యాజ్ టీజ్గా ఉంటుంది. నేను ఏ బ్యాచ్లో చెప్పిన బ్యాచ్కి నేను కాన్సెప్ట్ మార్చను. ఓకే, 1 సెకండ్. ఇంకో ఛానల్ ఎలా చూడాలి? సిలీనియం సుధాకర్. ఇదే కదా. సో ఇక్కడ ప్యారలల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఇదే కదా, ప్యారలల్ అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా. సో 5 మినిట్స్ స్పెండ్ చేస్తే మీకు అన్ని ఆన్సర్స్ వచ్చేస్తాయి. 2 ఛానల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఓకేనా? మీ డిసెంబర్ బ్యాచ్ లింక్ కూడా తెలుసు కదా మీకు, డిసెంబర్దే. ఈ వీడియోస్ ఎక్కడ అప్లోడ్ చేస్తున్నారో తెలుసా తెలియదా మీ డిసెంబర్ బ్యాచ్ వాళ్ళకి? ఓకే, మళ్ళీ నేను లింక్ షేర్ చేస్తాను. ఓకేనా? సో ఇప్పుడు ఓకే, ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఆన్సర్ అందరు చెప్తారు కదా. వాట్ ఆర్ ద డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ లొకేటర్స్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ సెలీనియం? ఓకే,